Hello and welcome to Postal Flight Academy. Today we'll be talking about how to create omni-channel campaigns, and we'll be specifically zeroing in on measurement and reporting for these campaigns. You will learn what you should include in a campaign dashboard. I'll show an example dashboard, and we'll talk about how to cater your reports to each of your audiences. First up, what to include in a campaign dashboard for omni-channel campaigns. There's really three buckets of metrics that you want to be looking at. There's leading indicators, or what some people might call vanity metrics. These are things like website page views, social impressions, email opens, email clicks. This is at the beginning of your campaign. It's too soon to see some real tangible results in terms of revenue and pipeline, but you want to make sure that your message is getting to your prospects. Are people clicking, viewing, opening? These are really great to look at the beginning. Then you want to look at activity metrics, and this is specifically if you are collaborating with a sales team or an SDR team. You want to make sure that they're putting in the work to support all of your marketing efforts to target these given accounts. So how many phone calls are they making? What's the connect rate of these phone calls? How many emails are they sending? How many prospects are they adding to their email and phone call sequences in Outreach or in SalesLoft? So this is just really to make sure that you can point to the fact that maybe you haven't seen any output come out of this campaign yet, but we are putting in the work and we expect it to come shortly. And then lastly, and probably most importantly, you want to be making sure that you're looking at output metrics such as opportunities generated, pipeline generated, revenue won. This is really aligned with the goals that you set out for the campaign at the beginning of your exercise. You want to make sure that this reporting aligns back really well to these goals that you set. And this will really help you improve the ROI of your campaign, and prove that you are able to get budget for future campaigns. Here's a peek into a dashboard that we used for a campaign that we ran back in summer of 2022. As you can see from the top row, we have some real output metrics here. We have opportunities created, pipeline generated that's beyond a certain stage. And then below you have more vanity metrics or leading indicators. So this is just accounts that have actually redeemed the gift that was part of this sequence, and then gift redeems by sales owner. And this really helps the sales team figure out, okay, maybe I have this many gift redemptions. I want to make sure I go follow up with these accounts. And then the last point I want to make here is that you'll likely have to make different reports for different audiences. Not every one of your stakeholders is going to want to see the same numbers. So the execs are really going to be wanting focused on these output metrics like closed business, pipeline, and meetings booked. They want to see the money coming in. However, I have found in the past that executives also like to see anecdotes. They want to hear feedback. So maybe there was a really great phone call with a prospect and they said something great about your company or your product. Execs typically want to see this. Okay, next up for the marketing team, you really want to speak the language of your teammates. So make sure that you're giving them feedback on the campaign that could actually impact their work. If they're a copywriter or a designer, you want to give them feedback on what ads are working, what design is working, and really helping to convert the various tactics in your campaign. For demand gen, or yourself, if you're the demand gen person in this scenario, really zero into channel specific metrics so that you can make adjustments throughout the campaign or for your next campaign. Maybe you found that LinkedIn ads are doing better than Facebook ads, and you'll make that adjustment accordingly going forward. And then lastly, sales, SDRs, they love a leaderboard, especially throughout the campaign. See who's booking the most meetings, booking the most opportunities, and then of course incentivize in some way with money or gift cards or something of the like. That's all we had today for talking about measurement in omnichannel campaigns. If you haven't already, check out the two other videos in this series on omnichannel campaigns. The first is on setting goals, and the second is on creating tactics. We hope you enjoyed.